And yet it seems there are more ways to bend this town to your will. For this episode of No Gameplay, Just Tutorial, we learn even more tips and tricks to cheat and abuse the system for your egotistical profiting. Should all knowledge provided here sound awfully familiar, congratulations, you have as much social life as Wilba's front teeth. Number 1. Petals and Plop. Harmless as it may seem, but glowfly that flutters from exotic flower is in fact young state of rabbit beetle, who in swarm could bring terror to your adventures. Word of wisdom, dear audience, more petals in your backpack, less danger to your nutsack. The florist pays a coin for a petal, but only once a day. Now jogging through the whole town for measly copper, I must say even my pigs are paid better. Scatter the petals around town, cause an absolute mess, and then sweep up the streets. Far better reward is handful of oinks with fresh brown cream on top. Still warm. Number 2. Razor for trim. Perhaps more the merrier is phrase best suited for hedge clippings, since the shopkeep fancies all the chipped greens you hold for unknown reason. Shear is often used for trimming, but razor can be an alternative. The latter collects only one tuft at a time, but the tool has an infinite durability, possibly more practical in the long run. Especially later when these homicidal machines become only source of iron. Number 3. Restock. If the shop sells nothing of your interest but you've no money to squander, you may return the day after. Every morning up to 3 items are replaced. New day bringing new commodities in shop. In other words, when in no rush, patience proves to be a virtue. For about 3 days. Number 4. Steal for a meal. Should you prefer the life of outlaw, resort to less civilized means of trading, which is done by neutralizing the store owner. Put them to sleep, cook them alive, long as you're careful with the flames, or boast your combat skill against totally defenseless. Toothtrap is both safe and clever way to mask your crime as assisted suicide, but picking up the remains of deceased could provoke the guards. Leave it on ground and let the authority dispose of the evidence. Anyhow, the shop is now a free buffet, though not without drawbacks. 1. Pedestals you stole from are never replenished. 2. A dead shopkeep does not return. For relatively consequence-free mischief, go after Swinesbury Academy for 30 oinks, the bank for a 100 oink, if you don't mind keeping 10s only, and the city hall for the contract and deed, since contracts can be printed with the key to city. Clear out the shelves, since they are never restocked anyway. However, the idea of losing a shop is truly discouraging, and maybe the crime does not pay. Or does it? After many adventures in Hamlet, you'll get hold of royal trinkets, for which the queen shall give access to her gallery. With key you hold the power to build, and with hammer the power to destroy, combined with total lack of morality, and you shall destroy their fragile economy. Other than building a magnificent town of your own, construct a shop of your taste to pillage, wreck, then build anew. Rinse and repeat until satisfied. Number 5. Royal Gallery and Wilba. Speaking of royal trinkets, Bluso and Jewel Truffle are added to ruins, along with scepter found at Rock Island and crown resting on Ant Queen's head, all traded with Her Majesty to unlock her gallery. Besides already mentioned key and hammer, the can of silly string is key material to craft Skyworthy, a gate to universe of the giants or the ocean. The crown also has a unique trait, now that it unlocks new character Wilba. Just remember, before handing the crown to Queen, make sure to show it to the world's most hideous girl. Only that way you'll be able to have fun with this spoiled brat. Number 6. Hammer the counter. If you're out of boards, one solution is hammer to the counter. At nightfall, Mr. or Miss Piggy leaves their station for a walk around the room. This also occurs during sundown, when they are given untradeable items, allowing you to make new adjustments to the shop. You break the counter, but break no law, and shop without counter functions just as fine. Furthermore, if you're on a plunderfest according to the tips shown before, now you'll have all the boards you need for the rebuilding step. Number 7. Coin Trap. No teaching of mine goes without tip on clean murder. As presented in previous video, one could catch the naughty by keeping his body frosty but his bottom toasty. A sound plan, but I admit, getting hands on ice staff in Hamlet has some complication. A simpler method is this coin trap, crafted with few stone walls and 2 coins. 1 coin to beckon our guest over, and another to keep him occupied. Sneak up from behind and stick him with all you got. With you covering the only exit, he'll have trouble running off from this romantic affair. Using this trap and guard will guarantee steady supply of armor and weapon, but unlike bandits, they tend to play rough, thus a gate is called for safety. Number 8. Flower at Home. A house in Hamlet provides excellent protection from environment, therefore some choose to keep valuables and furnitures indoor for good reasons. But say, have you tried planting flower indoors? Flower is a source of butterfly, and being in confined space, whacking these glamorous insects are like shooting fish in barrel. With all these wings and maybe butter, you'll have less worry on food source.